Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I am playing a game called Palworld, and I will be showing you how to get the PAL called Jetragon. Now, there are three main things that I will tell you about how to get Jetragon. The first is you want to be at least, I would say, around level 45 to 50, depending on what you have. So with that out of the way, I will show you where Jetragon is. Now let me just get to my power box to teleport to there. So Jetragon will be at Mount Obsidian. He will be up towards the north. If you get to the ruined fortress city and that fast travel, then you'll be close enough to him, as he is right here at about the coordinates 788 and negative 325. So we will travel to the base that I have here, and I will show you this. So I will get my Jetragon, and by the way, I do have multiple power spawns, so there is going to be 3 Jetragons. So the Jetragons are level 55, the max level for them. They have 13,690 health, and they have multiple attacks. So what I would suggest best for attacking them would be, first of all, as soon as I could get out of the way, at least just a rocket launcher. Any rocket launcher afterwards is good, and that is because it does really take some time to damage them. As see, this is a legendary one, and it does not fully kill them. Next, it would be better to have the Ring of Mercy, as that would help you so that you could get them to 1 health, and so you could kill them. So let me just get them to 1. So see, now it will keep them at 1 health. Let me just, there you go. Now all 3 of them are at 1 health. So if you have a custom game and you have it so that multiple pal spawn, I would suggest for this one, just shoot the other ones until there's only 1 left, as it will be super hard. Unless you want multiple Jetragons, then you could shoot all of them. The next step you want to do is have at least 5 to 10 legendary balls, or 2 to 3 ultimate balls. Now I will show you the crafting recipes for these in a second. But once you get that, you want to attack it, and eventually you will get it. What you can get from Jetragon is all these. You could get precious dragon stones, pure quartz, ancient civilization parts, polymer. You could even get some schematics. Like, for example, the legendary rocket launcher comes from Jetragon. You could get them from Jetragon. So, let's see. I will get rid of some of this. I really do not know. There you go. We will do that. So, that is how to get Jetragon. They spawn around this area. They can be over that way. They could also be over all the way over here. They could be anywhere. Once you get Jetragon, you will not have the ability to fly. As you see in this, you can fly, but the only way you can is if you have its missile launchers. Once you get its missile launchers, then you can fly. And to get its missile launchers, you will need a lot of things. So I will quickly show you this. So you could get the power upgrades at the Power Gear workbench. And to get Jetragon's missile launcher, you need 100 leather, 200 refined ingots, 50 circuit boards, and 140 palladium fragments. You will only need to get this once, as any more Jetragons or any more pals in general that you have with that ability will always have it. So now, to show you how to make the spheres, for the ultimate sphere, you will need the sphere assembly line number 2. And the ultimate spheres have a capture power of 43. You need 20 Palworld fragments, 10 Palmetal ingots, 5 carbon fiber, and 1 plasteel. For the legendary sphere, you need 10 Palworld fragments, 5 Palmetal ingots, 3 carbon fiber, and 5 cement. For the plasteel, you will need the following of 5 crude oil, 5 Palworld fragments, and 10 ore. And that is mostly the hardest thing that you would need. Because if you are at this point of asking how to get Jetragon, you most likely have the Palmetal ingots or are getting close to the plasteel. To get crude oil, there are a couple ways to do it. Either you can extract the crude oil, as I have in my mining base, which is very sad looking. Just to note, you will need a lot, and when I mean a lot, I mean a lot of energy. This will use basically 1% of energy every single second, as it runs continuously, unlike other things, like for example the assembly lines, which only run when you need to make stuff. And next, for our thing, I will tell you one more thing before I tell you the ultimate way to get crude oil, as this one's a little bit harder, and you will need this following step. The next thing, though, is making rocket launchers. So for the normal rocket launcher, you need 75 Palmetal ingots, 30 polymer, and 50 carbon fiber. Now, every time you go up the list, you need more and more of those things. So for example, if I go and get my legendary rocket launcher schematics, which yes, you could get from the Jetragon, as I said earlier, you would need something along the lines of 505 Palmetal ingots, 202 polymer, 337 carbon fiber, and 40 ancient civilization parts. That is what you would need to make that. Now, if you have made something like just a rocket launcher or anything above the rocket launcher, then you may know or have seen a place called the oil rig. It is at the southeast of the map from right where you start. So I will travel to the starting point where everyone starts at the game, so Windswept Hills. Now it is off in the distance, as you can see. Now on here, everything will be at least level 55. There are lasers, auto turrets or machine guns, depending on what you call it. There are the Vine Syndicates, and with that, they are very powerful. They have pals, crushers, interceptors, hunters, veterans, grenadiers, gunners, thugs, all of the above. So I would suggest being at least level 50 with a rocket launcher and enough ammo, because you will run through ammo very fast. So I would suggest having at least 60 rocket launcher ammo. When you do get onto the oil rig and successfully take down the enemies, there will be 3 spots that I know of that a golden chest can spawn. The first area is below the main deck of the oil rig. There's a separate room, and it takes, I believe, 20 seconds to open the chest. From there you could get legendary anything. You could get missile ammo, missile launcher schematics, missile launchers, crude oil, rocket ammo, rocket things, flamethrower, anything. you could get all of that, and that's the main way to get crude oil, as you could get about 150 all the way, well, I guess 10 all the way up to about infinite, depending on how long you're willing to stay, as they do respawn pretty quickly if you stay long enough. And that is basically how to get all of this. Just make sure to remember, when you do go to the oil rig, stay high up in the sky. It would be best if you get Jetragon before you go to the oil rig, or in that case, just get a flying pal that could go super high up, as the lasers do have a pretty good range. Now that's all for me. Thank you, and goodbye.